my friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the CDC, or as I like to call it, consistent Disney content, because I'm here to review Old Key West, which is also kind of the kickoff to the vlogs that I will be uploading. Wow guys, Old Key West has my heart. And let me say, I was very shocked that I liked Old Key West. Bring it back. Last year when we stayed at Fort Wilderness, I was mad at Old Key West because Fort Wilderness bus system, like from the parks, not very good. Old Key West though, as I saw last year, was poppin'. Particularly Hollywood Studios, we were standing in a monsoon for 40 minutes waiting for a Fort Wilderness bus, as I saw I think 3 or 4 Old Key West bus go. So I was like, ugh, Key West, like Old Key West, like, oh, they get all the buses, and I was like mad at them at the time. And nothing ever really drew me to Old Key West. And then once we started to really solidify that we were going to do this girls trip, and there was 5 of us, as you'll see in the vlogs, it's me, Summer, Gretchen, Riley, Reed. So as soon as I kind of started to solidify that there's 5 of us, I had to think bigger accommodations because, you know, we could have, it wasn't economical to do 2 studios or 2 rooms. I mean, it could have been, but then at the same time, when I was looking at Old Key West, we could spend the same amount of money for a 1-bedroom villa with a kitchen and a jacuzzi tub and just, you know, more space, a washer and dryer. That was a huge plus. So we could use, you know, the same amount of money for that as 2 just like regular hotel rooms. And so that's when Old Key West started to have my heart a little bit. A 1-bedroom during the time that we went, which was August 16th to 21st, was $350 before taxes and such. I kind of don't remember taxes. I'll put up a number here if I can calculate them after the fact. But you know, for 5 people, I thought that was a fantastic deal. And it was at a Deluxe Villa resort, which we have never stayed at before. So for those of you who don't know, a quick 30 seconds, Old Key West is a Disney Vacation Club property. It was built in the 90s as just that. So most people staying there are DVC members. However, I found out it is a law that any timeshare, you know, Disney DVC resort, even though it was a dedicated facility, it has to give rooms out in the villas for cash. So for, you know, regular resort guests. So that's how we were able to buy it. We bought it from Disney as a cash room. And that's why, because there's a law for it. One thing when you buy cash versus when you use points. When you use points on DVC, you can actually use a couple more points to get a room near the hospitality house, which is like the main hub of the resort. When you buy cash, there's not that option. So I guess I could have called Disney and been specific about my rooms, but since maps always confuse me, and you know, I always know when you look at a map in Disney, like at least for me, like 9 times out of 10, even though it looks really big, it's really not that big. Don't get me wrong, Old Key West is big, but you know, where we were was about a 10-minute walk to the hospitality house, so I didn't really think that was that bad. So I just requested near transportation, and so we got into building 35 or 34. They're right next to each other, so it's one of those. I'll write up, I think it's 35. So we were in building 35, and that was right across the street from Old Turtle Pond bus station. So there's a couple bus stations. I think there's 5 around Old Key West. So we were always in the middle. We were also about a 3-minute walk to a quiet pool, the Turtle Shack pool. I actually don't know if it's called that, but they have a little quick service spot called the Turtle Shack, which is, like I said, quick service. We were on the dining plan, so we got to redeem our quick service meals and our snack meals there. They, you know, it was actually pretty cheap, so I kind of thought we weren't going to get value out of it, but with the Disney dining plan, using getting an alcoholic beverage with each meal, we were able to get, you know, pina colada or strawberry daiquiri with our, you know, $8 pizza, or they had these loaded nacho chips that were like amazing. So that was really nice to have a smaller pool with shuffleboard, a refillable drink mug station, and a quick service right at our fingertips. It was literally a 3-minute walk away, so we utilized that a lot. My overall impressions of Old Key West was, it was just so relaxing. It was relaxed. People, it really felt like a home away from home. And you know, I know that's what they're striving for it being a DVC resort, but you really didn't feel like you were in Disney, and you didn't feel like you had to go to the parks. I'm not gonna be an annual pass holder anymore. I can't afford it. Don't really have any more trips in the works. Maybe going to Disneyland. Oh my God. It's every day, guys. If I had the opportunity to stay at Disney, I would want to stay at Old Key West again, and if I couldn't go into the parks, because you had the boat to Disney Springs, which was lovely, and you were also you were far removed from everything, but you were also literally 8 minutes from Hollywood Studios and Epcot, 15 minutes from Magic Kingdom. I'd say 20 minutes to Animal Kingdom. You were not far away from anything, but you also felt so far away, and that was really amazing because, you know, I've kind of thought about resorts to do a staycation since I'm not gonna have a pass anymore, and I don't think I could stay at, like, I mean, A, money, but B, I don't think I could stay at like a monorail resort where I could see the castle and not be able to go into Magic Kingdom. But this resort, there was so much to do. They had Surrey bikes, the main pool was awesome, besides the bees and the wasps that were there. Oh my god, getting flashbacks from when there was a wasp. I wish I had this filmed. A wasp flew on me and I stayed totally still. It was on me for like, it felt like 3 minutes. It was probably like 30 seconds, but it was on me and I didn't move and I didn't move, and all the girls were like, you got this, you got this, you got this, like don't move, and then it flew away and I left. I don't know why there was bees there and not at the Turtle Shack, because I mean there were sweet sugary drinks at both, but yeah. But the main pool was awesome. The slide was, oh my god, I love a good water slide. They had the Goods Food to Go, which was another quick service location that had basically the same thing as Turtle Shack, except they had like chicken tenders and maybe a couple extra things. Then they had the Gurgling Suitcase, which is a little bar. When I say little, there's literally like 6 seats in it. And then Olivia's, which is the table service that we didn't do, but I'd actually go back and like just try it, just because there's always reservations for it and it just seemed really cute. And then they had a gift shop. I think it was called Conch Flats Gift Shop if I remember. And then the check-in area. And so that was like the main hub of everything. Other than that, there was, you know, walking paths. There was the beautiful river view where you'd see the boat. Our room itself had a lake view, or I guess, I don't know if it's a lake or not. It was a body of water that was very cool to look out. There was golf. We'd wake up and we'd hear golf balls just like plopping into the water. So yeah, it was just overall really relaxed. And I have to say that for this trip we did a lot, but as you'll see in the vlogs, we also didn't. There's gonna be a lot of chunks of time where we were just at the hotel, at the pool, relaxing. You know, we actually didn't even end up going to Epcot a lot because we went for a few hours Monday night, and then Tuesday night we had planned to go, but we were in Magic Kingdom and we were just tired and we'd rather go to the pool and we'd rather just relax at the resort, so we actually ended up doing that thing. We didn't go to Epcot, and I think that speaks a lot about a resort when you'd rather, you know, go back and relax and be at a park. I don't think I could say the same thing about a value resort. I'll definitely say this resort spoiled me because now I just want to stay in Deluxe Villas. My wallet is like, no. So our room was a 1-bedroom villa. So at Old Key West they have studios, 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, and then 3-bedroom grand villas. 1 bedrooms are massive. I think they're definitely over 900 square feet. They have, when you walk in, there's a kitchen, full kitchen, stocked with anything you could need, and then a living room with a pull-out couch and a pull-out like sleeper bed. So Riley, Reed, and Gretchen slept out there, and me and Summer got the bedroom because they were like, we were gonna switch around, and then they were just like, whatever. So Summer and I got the bedroom, and it was a king bed. And let me say, sometimes I move in my sleep. I've gotten better as I've gotten older, but literally there was not like one time that we were on top of each other sleeping, or even like being near each other. Like there was a gap to literally fit a 3rd person. I'm just not used to king beds, so I think that's amazing. But that was really awesome. There's just so much space. It was an updated, I think, villa. I think there's stainless steel, but it still had a vibe that it was like kind of outdated. There were some scuff marks on the dining room table, and you know, to be expected. You know, I'm not like nitpicky, I guess I am, but it definitely had like an updated but outdated vibe. Maybe it's just the vibe of the resort, because it did feel like, I've never been to the Keys, but it had that almost like 90s vibe to it. Big TV in the living room, smaller TV in the main bedroom, and then off the main bedroom was a huge jacuzzi tub that we literally could all fit into, insert a picture. And like the jacuzzi jets, it was such an awesome tub. Like after any time we were in the pool, one of us would at least hop into the tub. And then there was a vanity set up to get ready and a sink, and then there's a door. Oh, and there's also a closet with a pack and play and more bedding and stuff for the living room, and then there was a door to the toilet and the shower and another, you know, sink vanity setup. And then there was also that had 2 doors that you had to shut that kind of was like, I don't know, that led to the full washer and dryer, which was amazing because literally we would just be like, oh, who has laundry from today, because you sweat through things in Disney in August, and we would just throw everything in, do load. It came with detergent, which was awesome, and they'd actually refill it during housekeeping, so that was just really convenient to have. I would say my critique of the room is that it is just one bathroom. I kind of wish there was 2. I know in newer 1-bedrooms there are 2 bathrooms, or at least like a half bathroom. I guess I'll just do a quick overview of how, you know, how our time went there. When we checked in, our room wasn't ready, so we went to the pool. We checked our luggage with Bell Services, totally cool. So we checked our luggage with Bell Services, and at that point Summer and I had gone to Publix and got a lot of food, and they put our stuff in a freezer section, which I will mention later as well. And we ended up going to the pool. Being on the dining plan, we got our refillable mugs. We were just chilling, and it was so nice that everything was so compact. I was waiting on a text message for the room. So originally we were in another building. I think we were in like building 33, and then Riley and Reed had arrived when we had come back from Publix. Gretchen was just a smidge later. I think she was like an hour later than everybody else. So we were in the pool, and then Summer went to go get Gretchen, or Gretchen came, and then Summer went to go with Gretchen, for check-in to get her mug, because you got your mugs at the gift shop. And when Summer went to check-in, she asked if the room was ready, and they said it wasn't, but another room was ready in building 38, but I think it was on like the 3rd floor. We asked if we could be moved to a closer building, and so they ended up moving us to building 35. So 38 and 35 aren't that far from each other, but it was nice because 35 literally was right across the street from the bus stop, so they were super helpful with that. So the room was ready. We packed up our stuff from the pool, we wrapped some towels, and we went to go get our luggage. And when you get your luggage, they actually have a bellman or a woman with a big golf cart, a 6 or 8-person golf cart, it was an 8-person golf cart with, or was it 6? It was a 6-person golf cart with a little thing in the back where they had all of our luggage. And because we're independent women who don't need no men, we just kidding, we brought up half of our luggage and stuff, even though I think his name was Raphael. Shout out to Raphael. He would have brought everything up for us because we were on the 2nd floor and there's no elevators for most buildings in Old Key West, but we brought up our stuff too. We still tipped him a couple bucks. And that was that. So just know when you get to Old Key West, you will not need to drag your luggage anywhere. They will transport you and your luggage to your room. From then on, you have to use, you know, buses or walk, which kind of sucked, but you know, it is what it is. And we found out later at check-in that people, DVC people who are smart and who've been here, will actually book luggage transportation to the hospitality house like a day in advance or 2 days in advance. So when we called our last day to get luggage services, they were like, oh, they're already booked up. So that's something. If you need luggage, book it, or luggage, you know, delivery to the front for your Magical Express, book it in advance, because we did not know. So we had to take the bus to the front. Not that big of a deal, but it's just something we never knew. So when we got there, we realized that we needed more stuff from the grocery store, so I decided to order through Instacart, which I've never done before. But basically Instacart is kind of just like a third-party thing where it's a gig economy app where a person will shop for your food and somebody will deliver it, and the prices are slightly inflated from what they were at the grocery store, but honestly not that much. We chose Publix, and the great thing is that you're actually able to get Publix like BOGO deals, even though the prices may just be slightly higher just to accommodate the shopper and the driver. But overall, we spent each, I think, $45 extra or $46 extra on food and drinks, and I'm glad we did, because it was just good to have snacks in the room and not have to go, you know, anywhere, excuse me, if you just wanted a quick Cheez-It moment, or, you know, to bring snacks into the park. So that was really convenient, and even with that money, which I'll do a separate video on the dining plan, we actually came out ahead. Each person came out ahead in the dining plan, even with spending that extra money on food. The food itself was delivered probably about 15-20 minutes later. I will say, when I forgot to mention this, but when we had our first food haul, they packed up our food with our luggage and us to the room, and then when we got there we realized that we had like a fruit ring and some dip, a couple other refrigerated items that didn't get to the room, and we called them, we're like, hey, it wasn't with us, and then they checked and they're like, oh, it's not here. And we had to specify that we had brought the food with us, because I think they have separate sections for Amazon Prime orders and for orders that, you know, are just with the customers. So once we clarified, they found it in a separate fridge and they're able to bring it here. So that was just a little hiccup, but they were able to fix it really easily. When I went to the front desk and I was like, oh, can we opt out of housekeeping? He was like, no. And I was like, oh no, but we bought our room on cash, like we're not on DVC points. And he was like, yeah, it's not, that's not like a thing here. And then I googled it, and it is Deluxe and Deluxe Villas do not do the opting out of housekeeping. So he's like, you can opt out of housekeeping, you just won't get a gift card. And I was like, no, we'll stay in housekeeping if, you know, if we can't get out of it, you know. So housekeeping was really awesome. They made our beds every day, they did the dishes, they restocked, like they literally did the dishes in the dishwasher, they restocked towels. That was one thing, that was that we had to ask for extra towels every single day, because they would take away the towels that we had because we had extra anyway, and we kept having to ask for extra ones. But again, it's not a big deal, because literally we'd call and in 5 minutes they'd be there. They'd have creamer for coffee, they'd restock laundry detergent, they'd restock the coffee itself. Honestly, anything you needed, they would just button away. I did ask for a cake one day to be delivered to the room, just a Mickey Celebration Dome cake. So when I had first called the front desk, it really just sends you to like a guest help center almost. But they do know your room. Maybe it's just for Old Key West, but it sounded like they didn't say like, oh, the front desk. They're like, oh, guest services, whatever. But they were like, oh, Russo family in room 3524 celebrating a birthday, because I'd put that, I guess, on the reservation earlier. So they had all this information. But getting the cake was kind of difficult, but also kind of fast at the same time, because I got led to the right people. So when I first called about a cake, the person led me to a number that was just like the cake hotline, but really it was just sending cakes to restaurants. And so I called back and I explained the situation of how I wanted a cake to our hotel room. I finally got directed to this guy in Disney Springs named Caleb, who was fantastic, who, you know, kind of gave me the options of what I needed. But I was kind of like, we were like getting really close to dinner reservation, and I just wanted it figured out without anybody else kind of knowing. So I was like, I just need this $35 Mickey Celebration cake. I need it in chocolate and chocolate with congratulations on it, because we were celebrating a ton of things. And you know, I don't want to deliver to Olivia's, I want to deliver to the room if that's possible. And so I gave him my phone number, and he called me back and he was like, okay, I found a cake, they're gonna write congratulations on it, it's actually, and it'll be on its way. And I was like, well, we're leaving in 10 minutes. And he was like, and then like a minute later he's like, it's on its way right now. And I was like, well, like, do you mean right now, right now? He was like, right now. And so in 5 minutes somebody came with the cake, and they'd actually they'd actually wrote congratulations on it, because usually it comes like already pre-made on the ear, but this time like somebody literally actually written what is it, congratulations on it. So that was really sweet, and the fact that they did it so quickly was awesome. And I think with tax and such, it was like $43 if anybody's interested. And just know that you can get it sent to your room, and it literally was like a 30-minute process from me calling and being like, hey, this isn't what I want, to getting it in the room. So that was awesome. Overall, I would 120 billion% stay at Old Key West again. It was never on my radar as a resort, it really wasn't, and it just exceeded all my expectations. It's what you want when you want a relaxing vacation. There was hammocks to lay out on, there was volleyball you could get, there was tennis courts, shuffleboard, the pools, the food, just the vibe of it all was just so relaxing. Even just the 10-minute walk to the main area was just so lovely to walk, and it was just, the room was so spacious. I'm so spoiled. I don't think I can walk into a regular hotel room again and be like, this is it, because now I know what it's like to stay in a 900 square foot villa for an amazing price as well. So people, don't sleep on Old Key West. It's a hidden gem of Disney, and it was just fantastic. I will say, if I'm gonna look into the future and be like, what hotel do I want to stay at next, it would 100% be Wilderness Lodge. I had some lovely moments at Wilderness Lodge, and I just love that vibe. It kind of gave the same chill vibe as Old Key West, and you're just around the river bend from Magic Kingdom, so you can't like see it, but you know it's there. And oh wow, that's my next bucket list thing is Wilderness Lodge. So definitely keeping that on my radar for next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. This video is going to be so long, but I don't really care. I love talking about Old Key West and Disney. So if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe, and get ready for that consistent Disney content. Yeah, got it. Gotta go get my laundry. And bye guys.